Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Getting Legal with Tim Misny. Tim, at our favorite spot, the diner on 55th.
55th and St. Clair,
Right.
where the food is great and the coffee is even better.
Absolutely. Now, we've been taking Facebook questions from your tens of thousands of Facebook friends. Some of the questions coming into us, I want to pick one right here. Dave Paulich, Big Dave Paulich.
Okay?
He says, if a loved one dies in an accident, who brings the case?
Great question. Let me give you an example. Let's say, God forbid, Jason, you're involved in an accident and you need to bring a lawsuit. The pleading would be Jason Hanman versus John Doe. Okay? God forbid, you're killed in an accident. It would be the estate of Jason Hanman versus the person who caused the accident. Now, what happens then is that we go to probate court and we set up what's called an estate. Usually it's a family member who comes forward, who heads up the estate.
You have someone in charge, since the person is no longer there, that
Right.
represents, that is in charge of the case.
On behalf of the deceased.
Right.
But the important thing is that probate court will oversee everything. Everything has to pass through probate court. So when the case is resolved, whether it's a jury verdict or a settlement, it has to go through probate court and the judge approves every aspect of the case.
So in terms of answering Dave's question, who brings the case, you're saying it's the executor or executee?
Executor or executrix, and typically it's a family member.
Okay.
So it could be someone's spouse, it could be a parent, it could be a son. Usually it's a relative that steps forward and takes on that responsibility.
So Tim, why would someone want to call you for this?
Because it's so complicated. You need to call me right away. There's so many important questions that need to be asked and answered.
That's right, and I have a lot of questions. How can someone get a hold of you?
It's real simple. 1-800-55-MISNY. Visit my website, misnylaw.com.
All right, thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks for watching. This has been Getting Legal with Tim Misny, sponsored by Misny Law.